So I got this message from a lady and she said, please, I need your advice because I am confused. Now, I met this guy, Chuka by name, at a friend's birthday dinner. The moment he walked in, it felt like the air changed. We talked a little that night and the way he looked at me felt like something out of a movie. The texting was intense, the late night calls were electrifying, and honestly, the chemistry was mad, and I've never felt that drawn to anyone like that before. 3 months in, the passion is still there, but everything practical was falling apart. It doesn't like planning anything. Me, I like structure. It spends money like water. Me, I budget every naira. It thinks marriage is let love lead. Me, I believe love needs leadership and responsibility. He wants to relocate soon. Me, my career is rooted here. Now, the breaking point was last week. We were supposed to attend a friend's engagement together. 2 hours before the event, he said he wasn't in the mood to go and he switched off his phone. I had to go alone and I cried in the car. My friends keep saying, but you people look so good together. The chemistry is obvious. I know that is what is confusing me. Is it possible to have this crazy chemistry and still not be compatible? Because every time I try to leave, the emotional pull drags me back. I don't know if this is love or addiction. Please help me.
Love or addiction. Wow. You know, this story is actually relatable. I can relate to her.
Can you relate? How can you relate? You don't have to you before.
Can relate now. When you fall in love, that initial gig your heart is and everything. Maybe because you've been married for 10 years, you don't know how it feels again, Abby. So I can relate, that initial feeling. And that's the beautiful thing about relationship. And that's why some people don't want to get married, because every now and then you want to be in a new relationship. You know that feeling, you were talking all night and everything. I remember when we got married, I remember that. I will never forget when I was 7 in NYC. I will call all night. I can't wait the next morning for us to talk and everything. And usually beautiful, usually sweet. Until you begin to notice certain things and reality begins to set in. So what I think is happening here, it's chemistry versus compatibility. So what she had experienced at the beginning up to now is the chemistry. Now she's now facing reality. She's now seeing that, hey, are we really compatible? The way the guy thinks, the way he acts versus the way she acts. She talked about how the way the guy spends, the way she spends, she likes to plan things. The guy spends like water. The way the guy just changed immediately, and then they go wedding again, just cancelled and everything. So that's where I think they're having their issues.
Okay, so first of all, you need to understand that when it comes to chemistry, chemistry is feelings and compatibility is functionality. Chemistry is okay, but you see that compatibility part is key. If you feel like the way he handles money is not sitting well with you, the way he wants to lead the home is not sitting well with you, it's not something you should sweep under the carpet. It's something you should pay attention to. And that is how you make an informed decision whether you want to get married to this person or not.
Very true. And the sad thing about it is that I've noticed that a lot of times people make lifetime decisions. I'm talking about marriage based on chemistry. You ask them, why do you want to get married to this person? They're like, oh man, every time I'm around him, I feel goosebumps and everything. And it's good. You see, chemistry is good for the attraction. You don't want to even start a relationship without that. But it's at the end of the day, it's compatibility that will keep that relationship. Because when you guys get married, you realize that the chemistry is going to reduce. The way you feel when he enters a room, you will feel it all the way. My wife doesn't come and the way I was feeling at the beginning. Now, of course, once in a while you renew it. Once in a while, the love is there. We're not saying that the love dies, but that chemistry, that thing where you cannot stand, that thing where you guys are taking a stroll and your whole body is like, I wish I want to grab you, I want to hold you and everything. It will die that it be. Reality was certain, life was certain. Now, what will keep that marriage is compatibility. And we're talking about lifestyle compatibility, your values. Are you guys seeing life the same way? So when we got married or when we're dating, one of the things that made me decide that this is the person I want to spend life with, as simple as our view when it comes to spirituality. So even within Christianity, it's not everybody you can marry. Because some people, even with their Christian belief, the way they see life, different from the way they see life. So now that we've been married for over 10 years now, even in spirituality, our viewpoints are the same. So it matters. That's even on the spiritual level. Then there are other areas like, I'm not the party club. I've never been to a club and everything. She's not that type. So imagine if I was a party club type and everything. And at that first time, I was telling her, you know what, let's hang out here. And she's doing it just because of the chemistry, because she loves me. What will happen when we get married? Do you understand? So compatibility is really key. So I would advise her that now that you are noticing this thing, take a step backward
Exactly.
and evaluate it.
Exactly.
Evaluate it. The chemistry is not what will sustain your marriage, it's the compatibility.
And in fact, just to buttress on that, the fact is that when it comes to chemistry, it is instant. And that
Yeah.
is why some people say love at first sight. You see, that thing you call love at first sight is chemistry.
True.
But when it comes to compatibility, it is proven over time. So chemistry pulls you in. It's like this feeling of attraction you just have because there is something you obviously saw that pulled you towards this person. Maybe you love the way they dressed, you love the perfume they use, their choice of words, their looks, the body structure, all those things. And you just feel this connect, this attraction and pull. It's instant. And that is why you don't make marital decision on that instant feeling. You don't say you love at first sight and you decide you want to go down the aisle. No. You have to wait it out, and that is where the compatibility part comes in. You already even stated some of the things that you are not comfortable with. When it comes to money, he's the kind of person that, you know, spends anyhow. Money is like water. You know, some people say money now water. No, he sees money now as water. You see money as something that you have to invest, you have to plan around. Those are things you have to pay attention to. And if you feel like the way he has structured his life and the way he handles his life does not line up with yours, then you need to really take that step back and review and ask yourself, do you want to spend your life, the rest of your life with this person, knowing fully well that when it comes to certain decisions, his lifestyle, there is no resonance?
Very true, very true. So we're going to say that marry for compatibility.
Yeah.
That does not mean that you should throw chemistry away. You see, the best of marriage, I'll have the both of them, but usually compatibility comes first because compatibility will determine if you guys can spend life together. Do you understand?
You know, some people say this love is blind, and do you know why they say that? Because they are blinded by chemistry. Because the truth of the matter is that chemistry will blind you, but compatibility will judge you to reality. When you get married, that is when some people will be like, oh, I didn't even know that it was like this, I didn't know he snores. So chemistry is very strong. And it's what makes you to overlook certain things that you should not overlook. But when it comes to compatibility, you're paying attention to details. You're looking at things. You're not ignoring or sweeping anything under the carpet. And that is how you make an informed decision. So this is what I'm just going to say. Don't ignore those things that you're already seeing. If you believe that, look, my career is rooted here in Nigeria, I can't relocate, that is something to talk about. If you believe that the way he handles money is not the way you handle money, that is something to talk about. And if I haven't talked about it, you realize that, look, we are not able to see eye to eye on a lot of things, then I think it's time for you to kiss that relationship goodbye, because it's better for you to make an informed decision and know that you are doing the right thing than to get in based on feelings and emotions and get into marriage, and it's then your eyes are now open to the reality that you could have actually avoided the drama that is now playing out in your marriage. All right, I believe this has helped somebody, and one way you can also help yourself is through premarital counseling. And that is one thing we always advise couples who are not yet married, that you invest in premarital counseling, because premarital counseling will give you the tools that you need in order to make an informed decision whether you want to get married to the person you're engaged to or not. That is very key. So if you would like to sign up for premarital counseling, especially as we step into the year 2026, please do click the link in the bio and every information you need will be sent to you. All right, do take care and have a wonderful day.